like I'm yours. Show me that I'm yours. You know what I want. All of your love. What's good, y'all? Child, can you believe I made time to squoze this in? So we're not gonna be here long, y'all. Really not. I understand it's alive. I understand I normally try to be up here for like 45 minutes to an hour, but I cannot. All right. I cannot. Okay. So it ain't finna be like real long. It ain't gonna be no hour thing, but just long enough to wait for the 10-minute mark and say what I gotta say before I tell it. But good morning to all of y'all just the same. There's already 111 of y'all. Child. Y'all can get these likes up. Like the house over 130 and it's still 45 likes. I never understand it. But I mean I will never understand. But now but see everybody say they love me, I love you, T, you this and that and the third, T, you get me through my day, T, you got me through my depression, T, you got me over when my man left me, T, you got over when my parent left me and went to college and I'm a only nester, T this, T that. All I want is some likes. That's it. Just love me easily likes. That's it. I don't ask for much. Child. I had to drink some damn lemon water with honey, warm, hot, rather. Lemon water with honey to help my cough and whatever. And it's doing decent. I will say that. See, all natural. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of natural. We 4 minutes in, y'all. I just started at the 10-minute mark. So y'all'll be all right. Okay, y'all will be all right. Because if y'all was doing something, you wouldn't be here. Look, I ain't got time for all this pink and green nonsense going on in my chat. Where are all my deltas at, honey? Okay, I need to see some red triangles. I need to see some elephants. You know what I'm saying? I need to see some white hearts, some red hearts, and some elephants. Because it's too many AKA shenanigans going on in my comments for my life. Way too many for my life. Way too many for my life. Like I'm gonna need for my deltas to step y'all asses up in here. Like what's T? Some Zetas or something. Like I'll settle for the SG Rose. I'll settle for the SG Rose. Okay? Like y'all wailing. That's what I'm talking about, Amber Valley. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, symmetry. That's what y'all step to the front, honey. Let the girls enter. You understand? Because it was too much peak green for me. Way too much peak green for me. I mean, I love y'all too, but it was way too much peak green going down in my comment section. Like, y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, y'all know how I feel about that. I love y'all, but y'all know how I feel about that. But I'm gonna need for my girls to step up in here. Okay, Z5, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But that's why he got me, because I balanced all that out. That's why he got me. I know what she is, and you saw what he came and got. Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on, Donna Stewart. Okay, come on, Inquisitive, period. Hey, boo. What's going on, babe? I know you told me you was coming. I was waiting. See, I was really waiting for you because I knew you was coming. I ain't want to get started yet until you came. Child. See what you talk about. I heard Zeta and I had to chime in. Oh, because I said it was a bunch of AKAs in my comments, AKA. All right, and they was AKA and way too much for my personal liking. So that's why I called on my sisters first, and then I said I need my Zetas to come out, and I even settle for the SG Rose. Okay, I'll settle for the SG Rose. All right, but it was too much AKA going on in my comment section. I had to break that up right quick. That's all. What's good, Julia? Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. They may be all together since Daredevil is in my city. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? It's a AKA convention going on right there today. Is that what it is? I mean, I guess everybody gotta have their conventions. Fine, I'll let the AKAs have their conventions. Just not down in my comment section. Okay. Just not in my chats. All right. I'll allow y'all to have it. Just not in my chat. Well, whatever it is, Julia, I'll allow y'all to have it. I'll allow you to have it, but it ain't got to be all down in my chats. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It ain't got to be all in the chats. We got love for SG Rose last time. Yeah, we love the SG Rose. Ain't no shade to the SG Rose. Ain't no shade to the SG Rose. But you know, the only smoke I got is for them damn AKAs. Okay, they the only ones I got legitimate smoke with is them damn AKAs. All the rest of y'all safe. All right, y'all immune. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Y'all cool. Why? Don't worry about all that. I ain't getting into all that. This ain't the live for that. If you want to know why, I got it in the story time. Okay, so we reached an out. Life is too short. Let the hurt go. I ain't Jesus. Tell him about it. Anyway, um, what's good, y'all? Now, Bando King do got a new song that's out, and when Scotty give me what he said he was gonna give me, I could go on ahead and give him a proper thingamabobber, a proper whatchamacallit, a proper you know what, sir. So in the meantime, in between time though, if you got an Apple Music, if you got a Spotify, I suggest y'all head around there to Bando Kane. It's gonna be there. It's gonna pop up. Tell him I sent y'all, and he gonna treat y'all right. Cause Scotty full of shit. Scotty ready to go and shake his ass down to the Queens of R&B tour, honey. All right, Scotty ready to twerk in a circle. I get it, but he was supposed to send me what I needed. Hold on, I'm talking my ish while I'm going to Q's thing. See, I had to talk shit to him for him to do what he had to do. See how that goes? Child. It was 1819, the time stamp was. Yeah, it was 1819. All right. So, no, I did not. I don't. I didn't. I don't. No shade, cause y'all know. First and foremost, I like Q. I've been watching Q for a while. I think he's hilarious. I think he's funny. I think he all that. But um, Q, I am gonna get you together. E Q, while I understood a lot of what you said, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't. I'm not gonna sit here and rewrite history. I'm not gonna do none of that. Y'all know, first of all, I miss my friend a lot. I love Kiki. I've always told y'all that. I've always told y'all she was a real cool chick, and we had our own little relationship outside of YouTube, LAMH, and all of that. When I talked to Kiki, it ain't had nothing to do with LAMH. I made sure of that. All right. So I'm not gonna sit up here and grandstand and act as if every single solitary thing he said was a lie, because it wasn't. But at the end of the goddamn day, Q, you gotta have you wait like you 40 if you ain't already. You gotta learn that everything ain't gotta be said at a particular time. Not everything has to be addressed, and you don't have to say everything that's on your mind. And I know that's rich coming from me. That's rich coming from me. But even I know how to peel back and pull back and let some things go and let some shit slide, because not everything has to be said. That's how I feel about it. Now we're gonna listen to what Q said, because I didn't listen to all of it. I only heard bits and snippets of it from what I got off of, what was it, Instagram. But I went to his page before I did all of this, and I went long enough to wait until he got to the beginning, because I heard it's a long thing. Okay, I heard it's a long thing. So we gonna listen with minimal interruptions, and then y'all gonna hear my mouth. Y'all and him gonna hear my mouth. You are, but here you go. Hopefully, hold on.
Let's take a minute, and it's gonna get dark for 1 second here. Um, God bless the dead. We got to talk about Key from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So when the news broke that Kiki had passed, I think a day or two went by. Nobody knew anything. No one knew anything. Then, one of her friends or somebody close to her, in an effort to refute the fact that she overdosed, or in an effort to refute the rumors, not the fact, the rumors that she overdosed, said friend slash person revealed that Kiki was found in her car running, unresponsive in the garage. Now, obviously, the woman hasn't even been deceased for a week yet. Everybody's trying to be relatively respectful and not write presumptuous things on the internet, because the family has to see it. But each and every one of y'all would be a doggone lie if the moment y'all didn't hear, found unresponsive in car in enclosed garage, died from CO2 poisoning, that we did not think suicide.
Now we gonna stop right there. I said with minimal interruption. Taking away the fact that it's Q and y'all pissed at him. When you listen to the story and how it came out, again, taking away the fact that y'all pissed, I get it. But when you first heard the story, when you first heard the story, and it was said, can y'all understand? Can y'all understand how some people can feel like she may have unalived herself? All right. I'm just asking. I'm not saying that's what she did. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm not saying that's what what it is. And put about a babbling. I say that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you first heard the story, take a cue out of it. When you first heard the story and the way that it laid out, did it make a lot of y'all think that possibly that could have been a huge factor or a huge cause? I'm not saying what I thought. I'm asking y'all. I see some yeses, yes. I see some no's. No, I didn't think so. Yes, yep, yes, I can. So far, it's understandable. It's what people thought. It's two stories. It is two stories. I do believe she, whatever or whatever. Yes, honestly, you thought an accidental one. Yes, but it's unspoken. We knew it was possible. I thought it was a medical emergency. That's fair too. I was wondering why she dropped off of social media after she was booted off. And that affected her mentally. When I first heard of it, I thought OD or unalive, but either way, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. So all right, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. It's an all story, but it's an odd story, but it ain't my business. Agreed, schoolboy. Agreed. That's why I told y'all I wasn't even gonna talk about it or bring that up or make a story about it or do none of that. I told y'all that. That's why. Because I don't know. Ain't nothing been definitive. Ain't nobody said nothing. So it won't no need of me to say what I thought or what I think or all of that. So okay, that's all I want to know. We can move on.
All right. That we did not think suicide. That was, and then the friend tried to dress it up, talking about, she had a reputation. She had a reputation for going to sleep everywhere. And I'm like, girl, listen, as much people as we know, and as much as some of us don't drink and drive, the hardest part is driving home.
Yeah.
At the point in which you got in the doggone car, at the point in which you got in the car, pulled it in the garage, let the garage down, then you fall asleep at that point. They said the car wasn't running well. It had it been running or had it not been running. If she died from CO2, it was running at some point. So maybe it ran out of gas. Okay. Nevertheless, and I'm not trying to be funny because y'all know I love the Scotts and I love Wanda, but my relationship aside, if I did not know these people, okay, my thoughts would still be, it sounds like she offed herself in that doggone car. Okay. Then
Again, that's logical. All right. I'm just saying I feel two types of ways. Okay. And I'm saying that way of thinking, if none of us knew them and we just heard this story because it just became national news, we would have all thought that hearing the story. All right, that's all I'm saying. If we did not know them and we just stumbled across this on Google, that's what we would have thought. That's it. Move on.
it didn't make it any better. Didn't make it any better that her uncle then got on and said, they don't want anyone from the cast at the wedding. I mean, at the funeral, and saying that the way they treated her and the way they isolated her left her mentally unstable and yada, 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 yada. And she was broken and so on and so forth. And then, basically alluding to the fact that the stress and the drama and all of that from the show is what drove her off the deep end. I'm going to tell you.
Now, Uncle, this is why I told you in my previous live why you just don't need to get on your social media and say a damn thing. Did I not tell the uncle that in my last live that I did? When was it? I was sick. I was sick. When was that? Was that 4th of July? When I went live And I said that about the uncle. I didn't understand the uncle's position in coming out and saying anything. If y'all wanted it to be private and you wanted everybody to respect y'all private matters, why are you coming out and saying, if you a Scott, you ain't invited, da 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 da? And I got up here and said, that ain't none of our business. Leave us out y'all text thread because y'all wanted it private. You didn't have to come out and let the people know, yeah, I ain't inviting them, da 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 da. Then you came back and said, well, I don't want to I don't want to be responsible for that. The people want to come, da 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 da. Like I did say that to you, Uncle. Uncle, I did say that to you. I said that. I said that to you, I did. I said that to you, I did. And I stand by that. I just wanted you to grieve. I wanted you to grieve. I wanted you to think about Kiki and plan her home going as beautiful as you possibly know how to make it. That's what I wanted you to do. Not be all over social media, talk about this, this, that, and this. All right. I did say that to you, I did. I did. And that's why I said by y'all coming out, saying this, saying that, it's a whole bunch of stories that's been made. Like I even had one sent to me, and I sent it to Scotty. I had one sent to me where a content creator, I ain't finna say their name, but a content creator basically tried to paint the picture that she was unalive, that she was, MURDERED. Like y'all understand where I'm going with this? Again, I never told y'all none of this. I never bought none of this up. I never clicked my button to talk about this. But the point I'm trying to make is it's just so sad and it's crazy that there are so many stories and speculations and so on and some such. And it's moving on.
Tell you something, okay? And I hope that this doesn't come back to affect.
Thank you, Keisha, for your cash app, friend. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you for the little lunch money, friend. Thank you, boo. If anybody else like to donate, feel free, girl. Okay, we gotta go.
The relationship that I do have with the people over there. But I'm finna say this, and I'm just finna say it out loud. I don't feel no ways tired about Kiki. I don't. I don't feel no ways tired. I don't feel no ways tired about any mental anguish that she experienced as a result of being on that show. And here is why. Because it's not like, oh, she was originally casted on the show and then all of this accidental stuff happened to her. No, 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 no. Your cousin was on that show, minding her doggone business, doing her doggone thing. You wanted to be in the mix so bad that you were willing to even cross your cousin and go over there to the dark side. You went over there to the dark side, all right, and then you got to messing around over there, and they kicked your behind off the show after you were used and did your dirty work and your devilment. Then I guess the internet must have ate your behind alive, and it became more than you can bear. I am sorry. I have a very hard time feeling bad for people with their self-induced issues. None of what Kiki went through had to be. It was all self-induced. And secondly, I'm sorry. You are in charge of your mental well-being, your mental health, your esteem. If you already knew your esteem was towed down to the ground, if you already knew you was unstable and fragile, then you shouldn't have ran your behind up on that TV. And moreover, you shouldn't have ran up on the TV doing dark, nasty, dirty stuff that eventually came back to bite your behind in the butt. I am sorry that a family is grieving. I am sorry that this woman didn't have any better ways to cope if she did, in fact, commit suicide. However, nobody did nothing to you, baby. Nobody did nothing to you. Everything that you experienced as a result of Love and Marriage Huntsville, you brought it on yourself. You brought it on yourself. And I'm sorry, you don't get to go off and do something tragic to yourself and then expect everybody to automatically change their position and have a whole bunch of doggone sympathy. I am sorry that that some children lost their parents. I am sorry that a husband, lost their wife. But when it comes to Kiki and whatever she may have been experiencing mentally, I don't feel no ways tied. I don't. I don't feel no ways tied. You went over there and did all that wrong, flipped on your family, telling people personal business, sleeping with the ops. Then when the ops was done with you and put you out and you read how the world was viewing you, now all of a sudden, oh, the stress, oh, the stress, oh, I'm so stressed, I'm so mentally unstable, girl, bye. Girl, bye. No one did anything. No one did anything to Kiki. No one did anything to her. Everything she experienced, she brought on herself. So I know it sounds cold and I know it sounds callous, but the fact that she's deceased does not change what she did in the living. I'll move on.
So yeah, that was Funky's take. And that was what Funky said about Kiki. Anyway, that was what he said about Kiki. Now, again, feeling two types of ways. In the grand scheme of it all, like I said, a lot of what he said wasn't a lie. To be honest, Kiki did do that. Yeah, Kiki came up here. She wanted to be on the show. She wanted to be up there by any means possible. And she took whatever measure that she needed to get on the show to get on the show. Again, I said the same thing about Kiki when she first came on. And again, I told y'all I wasn't always a fan. So when she first came on the show, that was my whole plight to Kiki. Y'all could go back to my reviews and y'all can hear it. When was it? Season 3? When she came up there to the Christmas party? And I said all of that about Kiki. All of it. So again, I'm not going to get up here and grandstand and get on my soapbox and act like I've always been here for her and I've always said this and I've always said that, because I didn't. I said the exact same. I said the exact same thing. Thank you, Boo, for your cash app. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate you, Boo. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, babe. Again, I said the exact same thing to Kiki. I said, Kiki, how could you get up here on this show and allow yourself to be used to help other folk? I ain't gonna say no names. Have a storyline and push some stuff forward. I've always said that. Yes, she did do that, and yes, she passed. And just because she passed, that does not, you know, rewrite what happened. I get all of that. I totally get every damn thing Q said. But Q, here's my problem with it though. All right. Here's my problem with it though, Q. You were so nasty about it, and you were so careless about it, and you were so crass about it, and you was like that because you don't like her. You don't like her. And even in her passing, you still don't have a emotional scruple in your body to be like, you know what? At the very least, what you could have got up here and said was, given how I feel about Kiki, take it, putting that to the side. May she rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers go out to her husband, her children, her mom, her dad, everybody that love her. And you could have just left it at that. You really could have just left it at that. And you could have been done with it. And nobody would have felt the way about you saying it that way because we get it. You don't like her. You don't like her. But you really could have just said, even though I may not have been here for her like that, she's gone. And my thoughts and my prayers and my sympathies go out to her family, her children. And that's it. You could have moved on to your next story and nobody would have felt the way about, like, how would you get up here? How would you feel if you croak and then somebody get up here and talk about how they really don't feel no ways tired about it? They don't feel no ways tired about it because you want nothing more than a crackhead ass punk that got thrown out and evicted out of every damn apartment that you ever owned down there to Hotlanta because instead of spending all of your money on bills and rent, you was shoveling it up your damn nose. How would you feel if people said that? How would you feel if you were sitting up in the great beyond and somebody talked about a story of how, much like how Kaya said, she saw, witnessed your ass sniffing up a damn coke line off the damn bar? How would you feel, Q? And so they don't give a damn about what you went through mentally because you was a basehead. How would you feel? And then you up here talking about that, but you also went through depression. I used to watch your stuff about how you was going through mentally and you was going through this, that, and this. Did anybody treat you like that? Somebody must have told you the same thing, and that's why you feel the way you feel about Kiki. I really feel that way, Q. I feel like somebody told you the same thing. Girl, don't be up in my face crying and whining about that shit. And now you're doing the same thing to Kiki. And if you feel that way, Q, that's fine. I'm not telling you to like her now that she gone. You didn't like her when she was alive. Continue to not like her in her damn demise. But I would have felt better had you said all of that to your homegirl on the phone, off a camera. If you clicked off your camera and your homegirl heard you say that, and your homegirl was like, "Yeah, well, I'm glad you kept it like you because I know you don't like her." Yeah, girl, because you already know she did it. That's fine. I'd have been here for that. Whatever. I'm cool with that. But no, you want to get up here on your soapbox and just go and go and go and go. And you're the main person who says just because you're real don't mean you got to be real right now. Well, it's best for you to take your own advice. You didn't have to be that real in that instance because you don't like her and everybody knows you don't like her and it came off real cold cast and what you said that you didn't want it to turn into is what it turned into. So you should, the best thing for you to have said was take putting how I feel about her on the side. That woman had a husband, that woman had children, that woman had a family. My thoughts and prayers go to them and may she rest in peace. Moving on to the next topic. That would have been fine. And nobody would have had an issue with that. Thank you, Boo, for your super chat. I appreciate you for your super. I appreciate you for your super chat, love. Um, Thank you. It's 705 of y'all in here. I appreciate it. So can y'all get the likes up? Because it's 272 as far as likes go. Can I get a little bit more since it's 705 of y'all? Appreciate it. That's just how I feel, Q. I ain't up here trying to read you down, but I am gonna give you the truth. Damn it! Since you was real with my friend, then I'm gonna be real with you. It's so many things that people can use about your past, and they can use it against your ass when you pass, and it would not make them right either. It would not make them right either. Thank you, Phil, for your super chat, friend. I see it on my laptop. It ain't came up on my phone yet. Um, I'm a fan, but T.S. Madison and Funky Dineva have went to hell this week. I mean, we can roast, but they have went low for me. Nanda came up. It's like the whole delivery of it, the whole shebang of the Q. It was nasty. It was cute. It was nasty. It was callous. It was careless. You had no regard for her children that's gonna probably be seeing it. her husband that's probably gonna see it, and then you getting up here talking about you hope this doesn't mess up the relationship that you got with Miss Wanda and Tisha. But how could it not? I know if I was them, I wouldn't fuck with your ass no more. I couldn't. I couldn't. You have to learn how to have grace, Daniva. Give people the same grace that a lot of people gave your ass. Cause you was a cracked out ass punk that was getting kicked out of a lot of damn spots in Atlanta. Now I ain't never said that about you because I liked you. But I said, but when, but when it came up in conversation, I couldn't do nothing but shake my head in damn agreement. But I ain't never got up here and said that. And God forbid something happened to you, I wouldn't got up here and said that about you. Right. Getting fired left and right from every damn job because you wasn't showing up. But see, all of that came up about you, Dineva, and all of that can be used against you doing your untimely demands. All of it. And I like you, Dineva. I really do. It's no shade. It's no shade. But if you could give a read, I know you could take this read, sis. I know you could take this read because I ain't telling your ass nothing wrong. I'm not. I'm giving you the unadulterated facts. Don't get me wrong. Was there truth mixed into that? Yes, it was. But all of that extra fluff, and all that extra nastiness that you put down to the end of it because you did like her, that was some foul ass shit. It was real foul. And considering the fact that you do have a platform, you got to be cognizant of that. I got to be cognizant of that, and I ain't got nowhere near as many subscribers as you. You saw how Julia got all in her feelings and in her bag about that nasty piece of IVF read that I put on flat screen forehead that I stand by 1,010%. But see, I know eventually I can't do that. Eventually, I'm gonna get to a point where even if I feel that way, and even though I don't like her, I can't say that. Damn it. Like we all gonna be in the same boat, so where we just can't say that shit. So I much rather you start here and now. I much rather you start here now. Why would I bring that up? Because I know somebody gonna want to use that against me, but I can spill my own tea before the next hoe do. That's why. Okay, that's why. I can spill my own tea before somebody get up here and reminded me of what I done said about so on and some such. Nah, I read myself and throw myself a bone. That's why. Because it's gonna be somebody in the comments that's gonna bring up what I said. It was effed up for him to speak on it in a crass, rude way, like he don't got any skeletons in his closet set. That part. That's all I'm saying, Q. You got to be careful about how you go out here and treat the dead. You do, because she's no longer here. But you know to hear it. But you know who are gonna hear it? Her children, her husband, her mom, Tisha, Miss Wanda, who you say you like and love, and all this other, and you want to keep this and that. Come on now. Now, am I gonna sit here and act like everything you said was an out and out lie? No. But you could have just, I'm sorry, she's gone. Much like I did with Kevin Samuels. Y'all remember when Kevin Samuel ass passed? And y'all remember when I gave him that nasty piece of eulogy? Y'all remember that? I didn't like him. Still on. But I'm not gonna get up here and bash him. I ain't gonna get up here and talk about him. And I didn't do that then. I didn't do that then. See, it's all in how you do it. You could talk about a situation without it being taken out of context, especially considering the time and what's going on. You can always get your point across. It's just in the manner of how you do it and how you say it. Come on now. Ooh, You messy. You real messy. You real messy. Yeah, but you know what? I hope he don't. Don't come back and apologize, Q, because what you said is what you said. Don't come back and apologize, Q. Q, that was your true feelings. That's how the hell you feel. So don't come back and apologize, Q. You said it, stand 10 toes down in it. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. The way you said it and how you said it, you meant every word of what you said, and you slept just fine that night. So don't come back here now and apologize, even if you get some backlash. Oh, well, you said it. Much like how a lot of people wanted me to apologize to Sunny for what I said. Girl, fuck her. All right. Did y'all hear air apology come from me? No. What I tell y'all to do? Duh. Ain't that what I told y'all? So no, Q better not come back here and apologize. No, you said what you said. That's how you felt. Don't come back. Stand on it. Stand on it. Because you meant every word of what you said. So don't come back and apologize. No, stand on it. I respect you better if you just stand on it. Okay, period, Kimberly. Pass collection plate around, girl. An apology from him would be like a double-edged sword at this point. See, and the people don't even want it. So you may as well stand at what you said. You better, Funky, if you come back and make an apology, I am gonna click my button to cuss your ass out because it's fake as hell. I'm letting you know that right now, Q. I'm gonna do my big one off of you, off of that laugh. If you come back and you make an apology video, I'm gonna click my button and cuss you slam out. You know he'll come back and apologize. I'm gonna click my button to cuss him out. I'm gonna click my button to cuss him slam out. I promise y'all. If he utter an apology, I promise y'all, I'm gonna click my. I'm gonna get my big one off. That y'all think I'm bullshit? No, I'm not. Yeah, he did, Shanice. He did. He went way too far. I didn't appreciate it. But I'm not going to act like everything he said was a lie either, because it wasn't. And I'm not saying that he has to now all of a sudden get fake and like Kiki now that she got. No, I'm not saying that at all. I just want him to keep the same energy. And in keeping the same energy, don't come back and apologize. Because it's like I said, with as much as venom that came out of that, you meant every word of what you said. All right. Every word of what you said, you meant it. So don't come back for no damn apology. That's my only plight. Yeah, it didn't need to be said publicly. Like I said, how he got off his laugh and said all of that to his homegirl, cool. I ain't had to hear it. Yeah, she wasn't a bad person. I really wish people would stop acting like that too. Was Kiki foul for coming up here the way that she did? Yeah. But that didn't make her no bad person. That didn't make her no foul person. That didn't make her sin incarnate. It didn't make her anything. Like I always told y'all, she was Gucci because she was. She really was. That was kitchen table talk. Right. With your homegirls. That was a girls' night out conversation that you had with your homegirls. We didn't have to be involved in that. No one owes no one anything, even sympathy, period. I'll never extend sympathy when the same grace wasn't extended by someone else. And that's what the people in the comments was telling him too. I saw the comments. The people in the comments was saying that too. The people was telling him to be careful because her children be in a lot of the lives and they be listening to what people be saying and so and so and so. Like it was people in the comments that was trying to shut your ass up. It was. It was people in the comments that was trying to shut your ass up. I saw that. Ugh. Can I get 2 more likes, y'all? That'll be 400, and then I'll be satisfied because I'm gonna have to end this at the 50-minute mark. And we 47 seconds in. So with that having been said, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. Like I said, I won't go get up here and now I am gonna click my button and run down on you if you get up here and give a fake ass apology. Nah, stand at what you said. But I am gonna remind you, Q, please remember from where of whence you came. Please remember of all the truths of your own that you got up here and spilled about yourself. That's all I'm saying, Q. You can't get up here and give those type of truths like that because your day is coming just like everybody else's day is coming. And somebody gonna click their button and your family gonna have to experience the same damn thing. They are. They're gonna have to experience the same thing. That's all I'm saying to you, Q. Like your past is just as checkered as hers. You dealt with an addiction just like she did. You had issues and problems that drug you down to the bottom because you admitted that yourself sleeping on your friend's floor for 10 months. We heard the story. You yourself have hit rock damn bottom. So you can't get up here and play these type of games. You can't. You can't. You didn't go to school with Jack and Jill, and you didn't grow up this rich posh life. You didn't have all that. You were bullied. You were talked about. You were beat up. You was this, that, and the third. You said all of this yourself. So I mean, I'm just saying, Q. Just saying. In the same way, you ain't right for doing what you did. They wouldn't be right for doing what they did. They would be just as wrong and foul and messed up and all of that. It ain't cool. Child. Letting dirty trade piss all in your bed and all that. Yeah, I remember that story time. It's a whole bunch of stuff that people can say about you, Q. I'm saying, like how you was laid up with a dirty piece of trade and Georgia Power turned your damn lights off. Uh-huh. See, you told a whole bunch of stuff about yourself that people can use against you, Q. Yeah, that's it. That's all I ain't got no more because I reached my 50-minute mark. Shout out to all of that. Shout out to everybody that came over here. We had over 750 people that came up in here. I appreciate y'all of y'all. Thank y'all guys so much for the super chats. Thank y'all so much for the cash apps that I received. Thank you, Boo, for your PayPal. I did just receive it. Thank you so much, baby. Shout out to all of y'all. This was cute, but I gotta go. I see y'all later on for what I don't know, but I'll probably see y'all later on for something. One, one, one. Bye.
And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't